How did I get a full ride for my Harvard Master's program, and how can you do it too? I know a lot of y'all have been asking me this question, and I want to make sure I give everyone the information they need to apply and be a successful applicant. As many of you know, I got my master's in urban planning from Harvard and graduated in 2023, and I applied in the 2020 cycle. My choice to go to grad school is another video for another day. Anyway, I ended up getting my full ride through the Presidential Scholars Program that's offered through the President's Office at Harvard. Feel free to pause and read this, but this is an email from Lawrence Bacow. He was the president at the time, and he actually emailed me and said, "Hey, congrats. Good job." It does look a little scammy though, right? The prestigious Harvard Presidential Scholarship recognizes exceptional academic achievement and leadership potential. It is awarded to a select number of incoming students who have demonstrated outstanding accomplishments in their academic pursuits. Now, I did a little more digging, and this scholarship is actually geared towards people who have a direct interest in going into public service careers. And it is also geared towards students who come from disadvantaged communities. Guess how they determine that you have an interest in public service careers? Your essays. This is why it is so important to spend a strong majority of your time focusing on crafting the perfect essay for your application. If y'all are interested, I can read the essays that I wrote for my 2020 application cycle that got me into all 5 of the schools I applied to. Anyway, back to funding and financing for grad programs. So another thing I wanted to highlight is different strategies for getting your tuition paid for, because that is the bulk of expenses. First one is RAs. So I think they're called resident assistants or resident aides. Essentially, it is someone who lives as a grad student in undergrad dorms and makes sure that they all live to see the next week of school. As part of that, they end up getting their tuition paid for, room and board paid for, and even get food. Separately, there are specific entities that are dedicated to providing scholarship funding if you come from a certain background or geographic location. For example, the Harvard Alumni Club of Brazil has specific scholarships for people of Brazilian descent who are interested in pursuing higher education at Harvard in some capacity. The other thing I wanted to mention was the qualifiers for all of these scholarships. As you saw from the Presidential Scholars Program, it was someone with exceptional academic performance, blah, blah, blah. Y'all, I applied with a 3.53 GPA from the University of Chicago. And I count every decimal because I had to fight for every decimal. And the other thing I wanted to mention was qualifiers generally. Don't count yourself out from a lot of these programs. You can do it, you will get in. And if you have any specific application questions, the link on my bio has like consultation times that you can schedule. And then we can also talk about long-term how I could best support you if that's what you're really interested in. Either way, hope this was helpful, and let me know if you have any other questions.